People ask me all the time, how do I meal prep? What does that look like in my week? And they're asking because they know that meal prep relieves stress, helps your week flow easier, and is one of the most critical factors in increasing your and your family's health and well-being. Welcome back to the Vibrance Club here in the Cloud Dojo. I'm Corey, and this is your spot for inspiration on living a healthy, happy, and vibrant life. So today I am simply running through how I meal prep in a week so that you can use any tips to help you and your family. So the first step is I look at my week ahead. I think, okay, how much time am I going to have on the different nights? So how much work do I want to put into meal prep and to cooking? Now, sometimes I really do have an exciting feeling about cooking, and I just want to do a few special meals in the week for the family. And sometimes I just want to keep it simple all week long. So that's what I do on maybe Sunday night. I kind of think ahead to the next week. What's it going to look like? And then I plan out my meals from there. I do make a plan for what we're going to do each day, but it's flexible, it can change. And one really major tip is that I always have a backup meal that's like a 5-minute meal. Even if I've planned, I think I'm going to have 20 minutes to assemble the things that I've prepped in the week and make that dinner that I was planning that evening. If I don't feel like it, I have a backup so that I'm not just kind of reaching for something junky for my family. So when I'm sitting down to plan out my week, I'm also not starting from scratch. I have a template. I change it up every now and then, but it's typically like Monday is going to be a soup night, and Tuesday is going to be something Tex-Mex inspired, and Wednesday is going to usually be something with fish, and it's usually going to be a Mediterranean style dish like a pasta. Thursday is an Asian inspired dish. You get the idea. Often we will leave a day that's just for leftovers. And so that's how I kind of think about my week. And I think about breakfast and lunch as well, but I often will go with the same breakfast and lunch every different day. So like Monday might be French toast, and or French toast casserole is a really easy one you can make ahead and just keep in the fridge and bake it that morning. And then like Tuesday might be avocado toast, and Wednesday might be oatmeal and something like that. So just picking our favorite breakfast. Now, as you might know, if you've been watching the channel, we have a 50% non-starchy vegetable rule. Sometimes we'll do fruit for that as well, but I do try to get as many veggies as we can. But sometimes for breakfast, we will either do like a Japanese style breakfast, which is a really nice miso soup, or with maybe some broiled fish, things like that. Or we will just do a fruit and oatmeal, or fruit and yogurt, and just get a lot of fruit in there. And yeah, often we're just adding vegetables even into our breakfast dishes, like eating a side of them. And I can make other videos about how we incorporate so many vegetables into our diet. Lunches, I also often have the same options. Like it'll be sandwiches with grilled vegetables, fried tofu, or deli meats with good spreads that have a lot of veggies in them, and then I'll also do a veggie on the side. So for lunch, I often just plan what are the options we're going to have, pasta salads and things like that, and just I'll prep those, and we'll just have those options to choose what we want when the day comes. But then dinners, it's typically a different thing each night of the week. So I write everything down, I have it all planned out. I sometimes post on our fridge like the meal plan for the week for people to see. And then I do my grocery shopping. So I like to do some online. I do really appreciate in-person grocery shopping. I love getting out there and seeing my local grocer. Actually, my local grocery store happens to be part owned by my dad, so I really love when I am able to do that. But lately we've been doing a lot of it online, and that's nice too. Either way, make a shopping list before you go. So that's where the online is helpful, because you can kind of see exactly what you're ordering. But as long as you have a shopping list, I think that's really important, so you can really focus on making sure that you're getting all the healthy things that were on your list. So then when I do my meal prepping, Some weeks I just don't have a lot of energy. Meal prep can be a very quick process. Some weeks I really want to do something more special. So this is flexible, and I can make more videos on how I meal prep for specific weeks if you'd like in the future. But typically what the meal prep flow looks like is I try to just have it fit into 1 or maybe 2 afternoons, maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, sometimes a lot quicker if I'm just don't have the energy. So the first thing I do is I get all the veggies and all the fruit that needs to get washed, and I just put it all in water with maybe a little apple cider vinegar or a little soap. Now, some people will find that like your berries and things will go bad if you don't wash them right before you eat them. You wash them ahead of time. It can make them go moldy, but we eat things so quickly in my house, and we just always eat the more perishable things first. So I just give it all a good wash right from the start. And then I cut up everything that I need to have chopped for the week. I'll cut my garlic and my onions and all my veggies and things like that. If I have protein that I know I'm going to be using in the next couple of days and it's in the freezer, I'll go ahead and defrost it, or I might put it in a marinade if I'm feeling ambitious. Now, ways that I cut time is I will sometimes get pre-chopped vegetables from the store or pre-spiralized noodles to get my veggies in, but have it be like an easy pasta dish. Or I will get, pre-chopped fruit, cantaloupe and things like that from the store. And also I will totally take advantage of frozen vegetables, or I'll do quick pastas, or I'll get like the frozen pasta. So just anything that I can use quickly if I'm feeling low energy that week or it's a busy week, I will take advantage of that. You can still take advantage of convenience foods, but just if they're just vegetables and they're just pre-chopped ingredients, you're not making anything that's less healthy. I've also found, I've learned to read labels. I've gotten healthy sauces that I will know are my go-tos, or sometimes healthy spice mixes. And so that just makes a dish that would have been plain elevated in a really simple, easy way. So I've got my veggies chopped, my proteins ready for the dinners. I will soak rice and quinoa and my grains because that helps them be more easily digested. And so I'll soak those one night, and then the next day I'll just drain it, add new water, and put them in like the slow cooker or the Instapot, I guess. And I'll also cook like a different one on the stove. So I've got rice and quinoa for the week. And so that's kind of what I need for dinners. And then I'll go ahead and prep my lunches. So if I'm putting together a quick pasta salad that I want us to be able to grab and go through the week during lunch, I'll do that. Egg salad, chicken salad, anything that I'm making like that. And of course, I'll also chop up any veggies that we're going to use and, wash my lettuce, get it ready for sandwiches, and we're kind of good to go on that. A lot of our lunch stuff is pretty pre-prepped. We eat a lot of sauerkraut and like pickled vegetables and things like that. To get our vegetables in at lunchtime as well, and those are just kind of pre-made things. I'll also make snacks for the week, so I will typically, if I have energy, I will have some snacks that are sort of treats but that are healthy. So we might make these protein balls, we call them Bliss Bites, with oats and nuts blended up with like a little maple syrup and hemp seeds, and we add some cacao powder, I guess, and coconut and things like that. And then sometimes I'll make nuts. We'll soak the nuts the night before, and then I'll just toast them with a little olive oil, salt, sometimes maple syrup and tamari. So something that's pretty easy. Sometimes for a treat, I'll make the kids these like oatmeal cookies. It's just oats, applesauce, sometimes like pumpkin purees in that, and it's got raisins and nuts, and it's just like a healthy thing that feels like a cookie. So I'll do that. I'll chop any carrot sticks and cucumbers for the week, and then I put it all into containers and I put it where the kids can grab their snacks when they are feeling hungry. A quick tip here is my kids know that there's an area of the kitchen and the fridge that is just for their snacks that they can grab whenever they want, and they're super healthy snacks that I would feel good about them eating whenever they were hungry. And then for other things like the chips or something like that, they would need to ask me about that. So that's kind of a balanced way that we do that in our house. So yeah, so when it's time to make a meal, everything's kind of ready. I basically just have to make the kitchen dirty one time in the week and clean everything up, and the rest of the time it's just kind of throwing a few pieces together. Now, to be an awesome meal prepper, you've got to be ready with supplies. So you do have to make sure that you're ready to prep everything ahead of time. It's so worth it, but just grabbing different meal prep containers so that you always have a place to put all the veggies that you chop and a way to like marinate any proteins that you have for the week, and putting away meals that you can make ahead of time. So I invested in some casserole dishes and Tupperware containers for myself, for the meal prepping, and also for the kids to grab and go with their snacks. So, you know, it's something that it's a little bit of prep, it's a little bit of investment up front, but then it saves you so much time and so much headache. So I would love to hear from you. What do you want me to make more videos about in terms of meal prep? Do you want to see me meal prep for the week? Do you want to see how I prep some snacks? Let me know in the comments below. And also I'd love to hear any meal prep tips that you have. So please take some time right now at the end of this video to leave a comment and let me know. I would love to hear from you about that. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.